Hello, I'm Avi. Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn.
And everyone will get in!
Yeah. Everybody will get in eventually. Well, we've made it to Meridian last time. And we're right in front of the gates, but there seems to be a little problem. Yeah. So let's find out what the problem is.
What's going on here? Olin's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Worse to live by.
Yeah. Oops. Now that's a gate, isn't it? And a drawbridge. By the looks of it, was it? Oh, I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Okay.
He doesn't look happy.
Nope. That's as far as we get, apparently. Now, what is going on?
Right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. This, we should celebrate. The drink's on me!
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
Yeah, I think we might want to ask after his sister now.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
Ooh. How should we react to this? I think the middle way.
Give yourself some time. You'll find your footing.
Not at the rate I've been drinking.
And what would your sister have said about that?
I know, you're right. I should expect more of myself. She always did.
Yeah, and she was probably right.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay, okay. Come on.
They'd be out there fighting machines. Pacing around here.
Whoa.
So many people here all talking at once.
Look at them.
How does anyone
You.
think?
I don't. I just drink.
Where do you want to go? Olin? Not Olin. Oh my god. He's called Erend. Erend. He seems to have a bit of trouble walking in a straight line.
Letting anyone into the city these days.
Are you gonna manage, buddy?
How long will Avad hide in his palace? Blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace?
Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
My goodness, there are a lot of people about.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. That, other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Okay. Let's see what we can find. Oh,
The corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn.
let's see what we have.
Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find a way, aren't we? And, how do I say? Can I find a...
Day, girl. You're wasting time.
Nope, no. We're never wasting time. What do we have here? Examine family portrait.
It looks like a picture of Olin's family.
Indeed it does. So we have a wife and a child. Now look at that.
Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down.
Yep. That's what that's exactly where I would store metal ingots. Right up here.
Let's give it a little push.
Yeah, right. Aloy, heave too.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Okay. Let's go down without breaking our neck. And right across the bed linen. And down into the cellar. Aha. We have information. There's a map.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Do they? Okay. And
serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I think we have something more. Examine Olin's journal.
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Okay, let's see what he writes. 4th day. I'm a traitor now and see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed? No, there is no escape. What good can writing it do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you. Lavender and ash of the forge. Heady mixture. All I have left of you. Write me notes, you said, when you gave it. Share your thoughts. Tear the leaves, send the pages. To show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could now. 15th day. The same dream. Your hair in the forge light. Our son's weight on my shoulders. All of us free. You turn to me and whisper, "It is a dream." I answer, "Yes, I know." And then I wake. Alone. Even awake, my life is a dream. A lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time. But every moment you live, that he lives. If treachery is the cost, I will pay it. 34th day. Every week the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time has run low. Scrambling to find the carcasses of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want. Must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? 38th day. I drink with Erend and Ursa, but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrays me, betrays them. The villains watch through the device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat. But fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself. Must be. 54th day. Fitful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking on that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? The device. Must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed at Daytower. Now I am called to a dig in the rock wreath. They promise another glimpse of you, of our son. How I hope to see you both. Yeah, well, that is motivation. Yeah. What do I say? Plenty of people would do pretty much everything to save their loved ones. Now, Erend.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen,
out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
And we have a new quest, the Field of the Fallen. It was a bit of a surprise how reticent she is about helping him. Because we're going out of our way to help everyone. Where are you? Oh, just vanished. No, there you are. Okay, I will not disturb you in your grief. And yeah, and now when he asks her, she isn't too happy about it. It's a bit out of character. Never mind. We're going to help him anyway, and we are going to help everybody in here, because there are plenty of quests. And there's one just around the corner. So yeah, let's go pick up quests. What do you need? Who are you?
You with the second sight, I need your help.
How do you know who I am? Talk to Ravan.
You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Yeah, there's no question, of course, that we will help here. Thief? What thief?
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
Tell me about the robbery.
Nope.
It was the thief.
Sorry. Nephew?
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
And yeah, I'll investigate. Would anybody have doubted this?
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Okay, robbing the rich. And that's the steward, but we're gonna do this later. Oh, look what we have. Yep. So...
I'll sleep well tonight.
Okay. Okay, we have a few specialist traders. Special traders. Oh, and a lot of singing. But I'll talk to them later. I'm gonna pick up the quests first.
Yes. I would like to talk to you.
The spire. It's huge.
Yep, and we have to find the way up. Which I find always quite tricky. Because I keep getting turned around in here. Wait, isn't there... No, I think the other side. Whoops. What I'm trying to do... Yeah, is to find this.
That no one has defeated. It's a
Okay. This is, or used to be, the Sun Ring. Now it's a place of commemoration and prayer. And there's somebody who needs our help. Naman. Well, Naman has been mentioned before by that priest who came to the blessing just before the proving. And here he is now.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
Okay.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Okay, shouldn't be too difficult. Now what about these rituals?
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Okay, Honor the Fallen side quest. And I think we can talk to these. Nope, don't talk to Norman. Talk to Kimmik.
You're not like the others. You wear machine parts, but you hunted them yourself.
How can you tell?
A hunter knows a hunter. My people run with the great metal herds among the northern glaciers. But the Glinthawks, its sun's climb, are too strong for me. So I cannot fulfill my vow to paint the story of my people there. How the madness of the machines spread to the Karja, and they sent their soldiers, feet frost-blackened, to bring us here in chains. Our shamans, who sing the machine songs, many were taken to their deaths. Their songs go unfinished in Banur. Help me honor them. Help me paint their story. I ask you this. Hunter to hunter.
Okay. And Rio.
You look like you've traveled far, Outlander.
From the Great Plains. But not alone. Never alone. This was a city of cages 2 harvests ago. Wooden bars leave marks. I kept those marks. I can still feel the bars.
They took you as a slave, but you escaped.
During the liberation. My friend and I, they'd put us to work in the quarries together. We'd grown alike, so we fled together. But in the smoke, the trees, we ran right into the machines. I kept running. I thought she was just behind me. She is still. Wherever I go, just behind me. And that's why I came back. To finally free us from that moment. But I need your help to do it.
Okay. I will. We will. Certainly. And what do we have? Data point. Sorry to intrude.
I always knew that Noah would come to a bad end. That's what comes of letting wind lead.
We have the Sun Faith. So with 7 articles of the Sun Faith. First, over all the world rises and sets the great sun, as is plainly seen. To all plants, animals, machines, and men it gives life, as is plainly seen. Of all the tribes, none have scaled such heights as the Karja, as guided by the sun. Witnessing these things to be true each day, celebrating these things each day, we believe in the sun and its light gladly and without question. Well, it's always rather dangerous to believe without questions. Second, only the sun's rightful heir, born of the radiant line that dates back to Erend the founder, is the speaker for the sun. To him the sun's desires are revealed, and from his lips its desires are acted upon by men. He shall be known as the Sun King, and his word shall be law. Third, in all things we accept the sun's judgment. We offer our bare skin to it, so it might burn our sins away. We partake of its renewal, we wear its heat for a time. As our skin bears its flesh, its bronzed armor, we are made strong. In the crackling and peeling away of our old selves, we are made new. Fourth, in the sun's light, we shall speak only in truth. We shall strike only in righteousness. And we shall act as we believe the sun so tasks us. When the shadow falls across us, we shall always remember our illumination. We shall not cast blame for ill fortune. We shall endure. In the coldness of the moon, we accept there will be stillness and death and endings until dawn comes once more. We do this because there are 2 halves of nature, sun and shadow, and to deny one is to deny the whole of things. Fifth, as a twilight time came before us, ending the world of the ancients, so shall a twilight time come again, for this is the cycle of things. The buried shadow shall rise up to eclipse the sun's light and usher in great and terrible change. Even knowing this, we are steadfast in our belief and trust that the sun will again bring a new dawn, as it did for our founders so long ago. Sixth, Holy Meridian shall forever be the seat of the Carja, the city of the sun, and the spire venerated as the mark of its founding. A Sun King born of the radiant line shall always sit upon its throne, for without a speaker for the sun, its will is clouded. For either of these to be denied is to invite a twilight time upon us. 7th and last, thank God. Clearly the Carja are the children of the sun, and preeminent in its gaze, but so too does its light touch upon the barbarian tribes of the north, east, and south. It is the speaker for the sun's duty to interpret if the sun's gaze is directed in approval or reproach. So determined, it is the duty of the Carja to carry out the sun's will even in places where the light does not reach. Yeah, that is a dangerous thing to believe. That you have the right religion and should bring light and your faith to everybody else. That's what conflicts are made of.
Unwilling, Avad will cleanse the land of this growing corruption.
Hence the wars. And... right, I think we did everything we could up here.
I won't believe in this ceasefire till I see.
Can we get down from here? In the dark. Ooh. Okay. Oh. A box. Supply crate. Good. And you would have a very nice view of the spire if it were daylight, which it isn't. Obviously. So, let's find this quest.
There's someone out there.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family.
That sounds ominous. Very ominous. Who are you? Vilgund.
Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny. Too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
Okay. Tell me more about this rumor, then.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
We're getting to the truth, huh? Okay, what do you need?
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Moment's peace. Well, Vilgund? Ever heard of foot in mouth?
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
Yep, you just have interested me. So, is... Oh, yeah. One more thing. This is the Hunter's Lodge. And as we already did our 3 required trials, we could join. Yeah.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Okay. Well... That's the Hunter's Lodge, and there is a Thunderjaw. Yep. Stuck right in the middle there.
Better here than on the battlefield.
And a lot of people here.
Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought, right after one of our own was killed. Go away.
One of your own was killed. Okay, you. Arctic.
What have we here? A Nora Fledge.
I bet I've been hunting longer than you have. Are you a fledgling?
Not for long. I have a hawk who's about to sponsor me, so you're out of luck.
I'm not going home.
Huh. No. I'll find one. I'm sure I'll find one. Let me talk to you.
I've been trophy hunting for years. Still haven't gotten a sponsor.
Okay.
4 times already.
Actually want to talk to her. Because I wish I could get that outfit. To Fauna.
I'd asked Talana to sponsor me, but her sponsor just died. I can't imagine what she must be going through.
Do you have a problem? So Talana's sponsor just died. Okay. But I think we're supposed to find somebody, and that somebody's up here.
The ceasefire has to be a trick. The Karja and Shadow will break it when it suits them.
Oops. Somebody just teleported. You, Assis.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Well, it kind of sounds like we might have to unseat you, doesn't it? Goodness. Lots of glyphs. I think, not data point, glyphs. What do we have? Legendary hunts. Okay, legendary hunts of the Lodge. In the summer of the 4th year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, did Ferukawa, Sunhawk of the Lodge, behold a herd of grazers so vast that it filled entire the vale below the far back. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight, after one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies, and with a bounty from their barter, the last wing of the lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Hivas, did Darusif, hawk of the lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from Sand Whisper Valley to the foothills of the Pale Reach. Bombs from his sling fell as hailstones, freezing his prey and the waters of the fort. While the others stood as statues in ice, Hivas sat upon the largest, driving his spear between its plates and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Kuvam, hawk of the lodge, answer the call from the prefect at Daytower to slay the mysterious creature who ripped his best cohort limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked his quarry through the savage east before the brute was revealed, strong as a snapjaw. It's called Snapmaw now. Fast as a strider. From twilight to midnight the battle raged, but Kuvam prevailed at great cost, his left arm chewed ragged at the joint. Thus he named the beast Sawtooth, as he took his trophy from its shattered remains. In the autumn of the 8th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Galidid, hawk of the lodge, follow the shimmering death haunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel. Under that tangled canopy the hunter became the hunted, glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by machines he named stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth to the safety of the light, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers and became the first to snare a trophy from that which walks in glinting shadow. In the summer of the 13th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Assis, hawk of the lodge, dare to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of Morning Light. And so he was first to face the might of the Thunderjaw, greatest of machine that walk the earth. With spear, bomb, and arrow, brave Assis fought to no avail, and only triumphed by turning the Terror's own cannons against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so enshrined because its fall turned hawk to Sunhawk. So that is how Assis ended up in his position. And yeah, I guess we have to do something about his position. There's some more. I hope nobody gets tired of me reading that stuff. But if you do, feel free to skip it. Now, what do we have? Record of Redmaw 1. The record of Redmaw by inquiring Jandiniman, historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. It is well known that facts recede into fictions as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumours and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Redmaw, the most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavoured to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armoured hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. No witnesses survived, though never proven. This is widely thought to be Redmaw's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies were subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped. Never proven, but thought to be Redmaw's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machine or machines responsible for the losses described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine and the one which gave it a name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 8 set off from Meridian to track Redmaw. None returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue, evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. Oh dear. In the autumn of the 18th year of his reign, the Sun King Jiran commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Redmaw. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their threshers set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the deaths of the others, 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice. 1 gutted by a sword tooth, the other skewered by kestrels. Ew. After this setback, members of the lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Only the proudest hawks even considered it. Aspirants to the lodge, however, foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of a caravan south of the Spurflins, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 1 immolated, reignited interest in Redmaw. 3 expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine with only 3 survivors, 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 liquefied. Ugh. In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers headed from the Rain-Gatherers to the Elite were set upon by the beast. Only 1 survived, 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed when their fleeing footsteps triggered an avalanche. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 34 men went in search of Redmaw. Alas, they were ambushed by stalkers and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Understandably, this ended pursuit of Redmaw for some time. In the summer of the first year of the reign of the Sun King Avad, a group of 6 Osram traders were attacked by the beast. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 spit into a ravine. The long survivor petitioned Captain Ursa to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. However, 3 additional expeditions comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge were subsequently commissioned. Autumn, 7 men, 2 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 tripped on his own spear. 1 survivor. Winter, 9 men, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 2 died from frostbite. 2 survivors. Spring, 11 men, 5 blasted, 1 stomped, 3 retreated off a cliff. 2 survivors. The last known sighting of Redmaw occurred in the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Avad. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got word of a sighting near Thunderhead and set off to take the beast on his own. His thrush, Talana, arrived at the scene too late. Just as Tarkus was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations, Talanas testified that as Redmaw lumbered off through the trees, she could see the spear of her mentor embedded in its hide. So this is what happened today. Actually, well, yeah. And I suddenly get a feeling we might get to see Redmaw. Yeah, I think we will. So, I think while we're here, we have to pick up a hawk, or a potential one, and that is Talana. Now, will you take us on?
You're Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
Okay. Yeah, we know what happened today, don't we?
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Redmaw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Well, liquefied, I think one was.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole... Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes a Sunhawk.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis boil.
Okay. So we have some hunting to do. Okay. There is another glyph.
Don't make any effort to fit in.
But quite frankly, I refuse to read this. This is... No, that's not what I want. I want the bylaws of the lodge. So I'm just gonna put this on screen and feel free to pause the video and read it for yourself. Because that is quite long and quite tedious to read. So... Right. Okay, that was the whole text. And there is somebody else to talk to.
Sorry for what happened to Nora, but it's not our business, is it?
Idaba.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Okay. So, if you finish all of the hunting grounds, you get weapons. And if I remember correctly, it's a version of the warbow. It's a version of the ropecaster and one of the blast sling. And they're all slightly better than the ones you can buy. So yeah, we might consider this in time. Not right now. So let's talk to you again.
I may not have all the answers, but there is a book of bylaws here which can tell you more about the lodge.
Suddenly you're a lot nicer.
I saw you talking to Talana. She's tough. You'd be lucky to keep up with her, machine rider or no.
Okay. Yeah. We have scanned the bylaws. Took it to heart, obviously. I think we actually picked up all of the quests. Oh, quite a nice building. And yeah, what's left? What's left is I want to go
I have a matter
shopping.
of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Yeah, I bet. There are plenty of traders, as you can see, or merchants. And this is the one I'm most interested in, machine resources. That's the person who will sell you hearts and lenses. So mark them, and I'm standing right in front of it. Yeah. Okay. So I need some of your stuff. What do I need? I need hearts. Bellowback heart most of all. What do I have to pay for it? I also need Shellwalker hearts. Start with this one. 760. Oh dear. I want this. I need a Trampler heart for something, I remember. And now we're pretty much out of shards. Can buy a Charger heart and then we are broke. And a Shellwalker heart. Oh, it's a bit cheaper. Yeah, and now we are pretty broke. I'll take care not to actually sell what we just bought. We don't need a broadhead heart. I don't think we need watcher hearts, scrapper hearts, or crazer hearts. Long leg? I don't think so. Sawtooth? No. Lance horns? No. I don't think we need any lenses actually. Okay, live dangerously. Let's just sell all of the lenses. Whew. I hope I won't regret this. We have 905 shards, okay. It means we can't really buy anything else, but we have shards enough to make ammunition. Right. Can we sell some mods? No, we don't really have many mods. So we have the hearts, but we can't buy the outfits or the weapons. So we have to go hunting. Right. But
among piles of scrap from the old ones.
Seriously. But I think we'll do the hunting next time.
We established trade with all the tribes his father butchered. A miracle.
Really? No. All we have to do is find that campfire. Which is... where? Oh.
We all have our place in the order.
Supply crate. Great. Yeah, which reminds me, we have a lot of supply crates. Metal shards, metal shards, metal shards. Artful weave. Well, many was an exaggeration. There's the campfire. And yeah, I think that's it for today. A lot to digest. And a lot of decisions to make as to which quest we will follow next time.
Looking well.
Okay, right. This is it for today then. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, maybe we'll meet next time. I definitely look forward to it. And, well, all we have to do now is say bye-bye. And then save. So, bye-bye.